Hello, welcome to this video where I'm going to showcase some Go Battle League videos. These battles are from around the 26 to 2700 ELO range, playing catch cup with some Pokemon that are common, but also you might not really expect. I got a rank 4 Turtonator that I want to use. The battles that I will be showing are basically the ones that I did not RPS others. I left those out. In 3 sets, I went 14-1, so I had a pretty good record. Let's take a look here. Just real quick, the team that I'm using, it is non-Shadow Victreebel with Magical Leaf, it's Community Day attack. Tapu Fini with Nature's Madness, it's Legacy Charge attack. And then I have the Turtonator, which is a new Turtonator that I have. I traded it with a friend in Stockholm and I got a rank 4. Crazy, right? You want to know more about the IVs of the Victreebel and Tapu Fini? Good thing I have made specific videos about what kind of IVs I recommend on those, so you can have an idea of what I use there. Let's go into the first battle here. I lead my Victreebel into Lickitung. I have a specific Victreebel that will allow me to win the 0 and the 1 shield here because I should hit a bulk point. You'll never know in Catch Cup though, because people might just be powering up their most attack weighted Lickitung and save a little bit of dust. Like 10k or something, I don't know. There might be people doing that. Leaf Blade Chunks, you see that I will win the 0 shield here, just going to give him as little farm as possible in case he doesn't shield this, but he does. But yeah, Victreebel isn't super bulky, so if I let one body slam through, it can just lick me down. I'm gonna go into the Turtonator. You'll see how surprisingly bulky Turtonator actually is. Its typing is awful though. Fire and Dragon's kind of rough. It doesn't really have a lot of plays in the meta. It's good against other fire types, kinda. But also not really, because the fire types usually have very good charge attacks. And the thing with Turtonator is the charge attacks are very expensive. This will do a lot of damage though, and I think I should be in a good spot at this point. It is Annihilate in the back, a very meta team. But once Lickitung is gone, the team score broken by Tapu Fini, going for the Nature's Madness here. And they actually no-shield it. They recognize their win condition is no-shielding that because I will get 2 charge stacks anyway. So, first game there, great teamwork of Tapu Fini and Turtonator. In my next battle, I face a Core Breaker, Mantine. This Pokemon can defeat about anything on my team. I'm gonna try to catch an Air Ace here unsuccessfully, but the energy on Victreebel is always good to have for later. I always need some teamwork against these kind of Pokemon. Mantine, but also Dragons are just plain difficult to deal with. Nature's Madness is a big upgrade here, just because you get to the charge stack a little bit faster, and they actually end up shooting that, then going into Steelix, which is definitely not an answer. This makes me feel like they're just trying to get rid of their one of their last bad Victreebel Pokemon, and it's also unfortunate because I have the Turtonator here as well for this, but I think I actually might be able to flip this if I really wanted to. Especially if they no-shield that, but I kind of need shields up against the Mantine. This is great to get a Magical Leaf in that will allow me to get to a Leaf Blade, which will put the Mantine pretty low once it comes back in, and then I have to hope for a decent matchup for the Turtonator in the back. This is not looking too bad at this point. Turtonator, like I said, Fire and Dragon, not a great typing, but I don't take super effective damage from water. So I'm gonna hope this is a pretty hard-hitting attack, then I could be incinerating down, but it is not. In the back is a Scrafty. This is interesting. Switcher's advantage actually was quite important for them, but they really didn't have an answer for Tapu Fini. I'm gonna go for a foul play here, which I can take. I mean, I can't shield a power punch and then get the foul play. So that will be my lose condition. I'm gonna go straight for the OV. The Mantine solo, I could incinerate down. Let's see what it does. Actually, no shields that. Incredible. A Dragon Pulse would have done about 40% there because it's not a very strong attack, but Overheat is. And Turtonator again, surprising my opponents. Game number 3, we have the Victreebel Mirror. My opponent is running an extremely inferior moveset though. Not sure if they have the Inadequates approved IV spread on their Victreebel as well. Doesn't really matter in the mirror, but look at this. They run Leaf Tornado. They're going to try to go for a debuff. They don't get it. It's a 50% chance to get a double attack drop on Leaf Tornado. I'm going to go for Sludge Bomb. This is why you have Magical Leaf, for the flexibility. I don't know what you're doing with that Leaf Tornado. That's not the attack you supposed to have on a Magical Leaf Victreebel. Must be very spicy. Here I do a little bit of a panic move. I think either way I kind of have to stay in anyway. Alola Marowak with an energy advantage could be a little bit troublesome for my Turtonator because I take super effective damage from the Bone Clubs, which will add up because they come out very quickly. So I'm just going to stay in this. I don't think they have Shadow Bone, and I miscounted here. They have Shadow Ball, which does a lot, and now I'm actually in trouble because there's a Dragon in the back, and a Dragon is a massive core breaker. I actually have no idea why my opponent stayed in the lead there because they were super strong as Victreebel in the back. But yeah, this is going to be tough. Obviously, their Dragon Breaths are double resisted, so they don't add up. My Water Guns at this point are going to add up, because Nature's Madness drops the defense, and actually shield up that serve as well, which would have done quite a respectable damage, and leave their artifacts into farm damage. Now I'm going to go into the Turtonator, which doesn't like all this dragon damage. I'm a dragon type, but I'm not good against dragons. I only have Dragon Pulse to cover that. I'm gonna go for another Incinerate there. They don't get to another Dragon Claw here because the Incinerate snuck through. That should knock them out. And then I have a Dragon Pulse for that Alolan Marowak. And this should knock out the Alolan Marowak. Turtonator just closing up there after some preparation from Tapu Fini. Next battle, we face a Core Breaker. I have to stay into this, kind of. I would argue Tapu Fini is a little bit less bad here, but I'm just going to count on Tapu Fini being good in the back, considering there's a poison in the lead. Leaf Blade actually still adds up a lot on this Skuntank. They cannot farm me down. They have to throw their Crunch here. Unfortunately, they will be able to get to another attack on my next Pokemon, so I'm not exactly safe just yet. Going to go into the Turtonator. And again, I am banking on my Tapu Fini being good in the back here, so I'm going to let this attack go. Turtonator can't take it. It puts it barely into the yellow. Ah, man, the defense drop hurts there. See what comes in here. In comes a Mantine. 2 Core Breakers. I'm gonna go for an Overheat. This still actually does a lot of damage. It might allow me to get to a Charge Attack later. Honestly, that's Copium. I should go for Dragon Pulse there, but it doesn't really matter. It still does almost the same damage as Dragon Pulse. That's how efficient Overheat is and how not efficient Dragon Pulse is. How am I going to pull this one off? I need a Dragon in the back. That's why I no-shield here. Gonna shield up the next Area Ace though. Tapu Fini does have a lot of health. It actually doesn't really help against like dragons, so I really need a good matchup in the back at this point. Gonna go for a Surf. My opponent clearly seems to be weak to this Tapu Fini, which may help me. They actually end up shielding that. And now I have to shield this as well, because otherwise anything can farm me down, even a Registew. In the back is a Skeledirge, which is kind of good for me. It's so easy to catch an attack from an Incinerate user because it's so slow, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll do Charge Security there, so I cannot throw this right away. Sometimes your opponent might expect to catch those. I'm not going to say it's always easy. If they actually go for an undercharge, it is neutral because of my Dragon typing. Doesn't matter. They only get 1 Incinerate, and that means I will get to my Surf here and win this battle. Actually, no, there's still the Mantine, but Mantine has so little health. My Water Gun is actually going to add up enough to knock it out. Next battle. Core Breaker alert, Galvantula. I believe this is an XXS Galvantula. If they throw an alignment, I will sneak one through here, which I do. This is great for me. I think I'm going to take this. I just want to see how much it does. A little bit more than I thought it would. And then going for a Leaf Blade bait. A Sludge Bomb would almost knock out Galvantula there, so I reckon they would respect it, and they do respect it. Now going into the Mandibuzz, which is kind of great, I guess. Here's the thing though. Galvantula has energy, it has HP, and this is actually a little bit closer than you think it would be. I'm gonna go for Nature's Madness here. It's super effective, hits pretty well. It's as good as Dig from Gligar, but Mandibuzz is just so bulky. And because Water Gun is not the best fast attack in the game, or like not even close, they just still don't really add up. I can't take this Aerial Ace. I can, but it will put me very low. Basically useless. Then I would have only Turtonator left against a Galvantula that can debuff me. He actually gets to another Area Ace here. This is terrible. I think this one would knock me out. Maybe I would take it at 1 HP, but I want to keep all the energy. I want to get to 2 Surf on that Galvantula. In comes another Core Breaker. This team is full of Core Breakers. It's kind of annoying. Nature's Madness coming through, does good damage here. In comes Galvantula. I'm gonna save up a little bit more energy or do some Water Gun damage. I didn't want to swap immediately just yet, but I definitely didn't want to throw my energy as well. He goes for a lunge. Discharge definitely is the way there. I didn't even have shields. My opponent comes back in with the Mantine. I have a Leaf Blade stored. I have a Surf stored. At this point, it's gonna go wrong anymore. Dragon Pulse. It's not resisted, but it's debuffed. It doesn't do that much damage. Not the most efficient attack. Turtonator will be just so much better with like Outrage or Dragon Claw. I will be able to get to another attack here. Gonna go for the Overheat BM. Doesn't really matter if they shields or not. I have another attack on both my Pokemon, so should be fine here. 2 Core Breakers, but they're not strong enough to defeat my cores. We win another battle. Very nice. Victreebel. I like Magical Leaf plus Leaf Blade. In the next battle, we are facing a Gallade lead. If they have Confusion, this is terrible because we're chunking all my Pokemon. There's Side Cut though, which is super effective on Victreebel, but doesn't add up as much. You see how the Magical Leaf do more. I know this is a close combat. This is going to do so much, but I just want to see if I can hang on. Actually do. I'm going to blind swap. But I swapped in the wrong Pokemon. This is very, very unfortunate. I could have had Turtonator on this, and then maybe I could have had Tapu Fini for something else. But I went into Tapu Fini simply because it has a worse matchup than Turtonator does into Gallade. I still have a Leaf Blade, which could be very valuable later. They have Flash Cannon, not Zap Cannon, so that's great for me. I guess it kind of makes sense because the Registew rated in this season did not come with Zap Cannon. That is an elite, a legacy move, so you need an elite charge attack. I'm gonna let this go, farm down with my Turtonator, gets hopefully 2 Incinerate in, but it's only 1. Gallade has no energy though. In the back is a Gligar, not great. Yeah, what do I do now? I think I'm gonna make a call here. But it's not the call that I need to make. It's Aerial Ace. I mean, at this point, it will just do so much damage. I'm gonna go for the Overheat. I mean, I'm gonna need 2 charge stacks this time with a Leaf Blade, maybe. I think that's the play. I'm not too sure. Let's see what I do here. Because I think in one of these battles I called it. Yeah, it's this battle. I called an area ace. I think they just get too dig there, honestly, because they just outpace so well. I'm gonna go for another OV. They shield that. Now I go into the Victreebel. I still have another shield because the Psycho Cuts from Gallic do, I think, less than the Wing Attacks. I should be fine. And now I'm gonna go Incinerate down, and then I come out with a charge stack. I went for the undercharge against the Gligar because I didn't want the Gallic to get energy on my Victreebel. I want to get another Incinerate in, and this one Incinerate is gonna leave me with an attack against the Gligar to close it up with Turtonator. Next battle, guess what? We face a Core Breaker. It's Artabax. This is a terrible lead for me. I'm gonna go into Tapu Fini anyway. They have a good list support. My goal now is to like get shields, hopefully get energy on like my Turtonator so I can Dragon Pulse later. But this is not a great match for Tapu Fini. Even though I resist all the charge stacks, the Shadow Claws actually add up. So it makes it a little bit of a tedious matchup here. Gonna go for Nature's Madness. They do shield that, otherwise I would be able to Water Gun down. Maybe I should have shielded like their other attack. Gonna hope I can take this and that they shield again. I think that's like my only win condition at this point, but I actually don't take that, which is terrible. I guess I needed a little bit of a better Tapu Fini there. And now they have even more energy. This team is core broken a lot, unfortunately. They go into the Artifacts immediately, which is horrible. I'm gonna try for a Sludge Bomb. I do get here. Hold up, there is play. If they're weak to like Turtonator in the back, I may have a chance. They don't shield that, which is great for me. I'm gonna shield this Dragon Claw. Hopefully they don't get to another one. It's actually not looking bad right now. But the Gallistipal's also still around. So it's gonna be a challenge. Let's see what's in the back. Hopefully it's not like a Mantine again. Walshamp. It is a Hakamo. Definitely not what I had on my bingo card here. ABA Dragon. If I leave Tapu Fini there, it would have been tremendous, but now it's not so much. I don't think there's that much of a win condition here. Maybe I can knock out this Hakamo. The problem is, though, the Gallistipal still has too much HP. My Victreebel has no energy. He comes in with the Gallistipal. I need to get a farm down here, but I'm unable to. I do sneak that next Incinerate through. If I had a shield here, would have won, but, you know, I already used those, so yeah, that's unfortunate. Well played. That is my only loss in those 3 sets. In my next battle, I face off against a Gligar. Terrible lead. Gotta go into Tapu Fini. I later safe switched Turtonator against Gligar simply because I felt like all of those Gligar leads were core broken by Tapu Fini later on. Like we saw in game number 1 in this video. We saw Lickitung, Gligar, and Annihilate. There's always like Annihilate with a Gligar. So, yeah, I didn't do that in this battle yet, though. Let's see if I can pull something off here. Victreebel is going to get some energy here. That's what I need, because I need to get the Gligar lower before the Turtonator can hang on with it. Because, again, I need 3 Incinerates to get to a charge stack. That's a lot of turns. Axis, unfortunately, does a little bit too much there, so I cannot take 2. I'm gonna have to shield 1 if I want to come out with another attack against that Gligar. Let's see. And I'm gonna throw a charge stack period here, farm up as much as I can. Now I have another Leaf Blade for that Gligar. I'm gonna be patient though. Let's see what comes in. Sometimes people try to be smart, thinking that I will blind swap. I'm not gonna do that though, so I'm just gonna hold on here for a second. I see Annihilate comes in, gonna go for a Leaf Blade regardless. I'm hoping I can get to another one, but I don't think so. I think I go down in 3 counters. So I'm gonna go into the Turtonator right now. He swaps out with some energy. I believe that's 4 counters. And now I have a slight head start on this Gligar. I'm hoping to get another Incinerate through. See if I can pull that off against this opponent. If they time well, I would not be able to. I might need to call another attack here. I'm actually sneaking another Incinerate through, which is tremendous. Let's see what they do here. They actually go for the area ace. That might be my win condition. Unfortunately, they go for another one, which means that the Annihilate will get to a charge stack now. Very unfortunate. I'm gonna go for another Incinerate there. That is because the wing attacks do less than the counters. Hopefully I can get to another charge stack against Annihilate, but there's no way I can take that. Let's see. He's actually gonna go for a charge stack. Lost track of my energy entirely. Incredible. And now I just hope he doesn't get a boost. He doesn't get a boost. Can I take 3 counters? Yes, I can. And that will actually win me this battle that I definitely should not have won. But yeah, that just shows Turtonator. Maybe people don't know the energy very well, and it's very good. In my next battle, I face a Core Breaker. We know what we're going to do here. 3 Magical Leaf, then swap into the Tapu Fini, trying to catch, but unable to, unfortunately. And let's see how they respond. They never really have an answer to Tapu Fini with this, so I guess that's good. Area Ace does mediocre damage. They go for another one. But I do get a little bit afraid now. The good thing is, though, with those water guns, this is actually getting about into Dragon Pulse range. Gonna go for a Nature's Madness. This will definitely chunk the HP of that Mantine. Might be like Dark type Pokemon in the back again. Defense drop, very nice. Am I going to shield this? No, I'm actually probably going to incinerate this all the way down. Because if they go for a heavy hitting charge deck, I only need to shield once. And I think I can come out with like 80 energy. That's 4 incinerate. Let's see. 2 incinerate, 3 incinerate. I'm going to shield this up. Hopefully they don't go for double air race. That will be super obnoxious. It probably will be the play though. They go for the water pulse. Incredible. That would have been neutral because I am fire type on top of my dragon typing. See what comes in here. Do they have an answer? It is Annihilate. Not exactly an answer, but also not the worst, I guess. I'm afraid of a Gligar in the back again, though. I'm going to go for 2 charge decks before switching out here. Overheat will probably knock out this Annihilate with no shield, but I expect him to shield. No, they don't shield. Okay, goodbye. In the back is indeed the Gligar. I have energy on my Victreebel, though, so this is great. Usually you do 3 Magical Leap or 1 Magical Leap before throwing a charge deck. Now I did 2 because I had 1 turn behind already from swapping. Gonna go for another Leaf Blade. This will do a lot of damage, put the Gligar extremely low. And man, I think 2 Incinerate will take it out, but will he get to 2 charge decks here? I needed to faint in 1 Incinerate after this, so I'm actually going to no-shield this. Because I know he gets to... He was 1 off, an Area Ace plus a Dig, so I no-shield that attack, and it was a good call. My next opponent, again, up pretty badly. This time is non-Shadow Gligar, and it's actually more difficult because it's bulkier. This time you see I safe switch my... my Turtonator, so I can flip this, but like I'm like, oh, they're already core broke by Tapu Fini. Surely they must have a Tapu Fini answer in the back. Go for a Dragon Pulse there. At this point, I can farm this down. I can't take the Shadow Ball here, so I will shield this up. They will get to another Disarming Voice. I'm okay with that. I would have double shield. Maybe I don't need to double shield even because Shadow Ball would not knock out. Disarming Voice doesn't do that much. I always forget how bulky Turtonator is really. Gonna go for the Overheat. No need to bait really. Although my Incinerates now will do less, so it's not optimal either. But even a debuffed Incinerate Overheat will do a lot of damage. At this point, all I need is Switch Advantage, which I have, right? I have the Tapu Fini aligned. I think I can get to another attack they don't throw, and they actually go for it. So let's see. Hopefully the Victreebel has a good matchup in the back. I hope it's not a Dragon or something. That would be very annoying. It's probably Mantine again, isn't it? Let's see. Mantine has been all over the place. Dig, I can take that. In the back is now Abomasnow. Yeah, that's a core breaker. Really wish I had my... this is only a Weather Ball, by the way, or Icy Wind. I really wish I had my Fire type now. Shadow Abomasnow. My opinion is that you don't play Shadow Abomasnow with Icy Wind. Icy Wind is for non-Shadow Abomasnow, because then you can rely more on bulk. Look at how much this chips, by the way, the Magical Leaf damage. It's pretty crazy. I'm gonna shield that, because I don't think they get to another attack. I can farm it down, come out with 2 attacks, and I should be fine. Actually, I need 1 more Magical Leaf for 2 attacks. Yeah, regularly, or normally I would run Shadow Abomasnow with Weather Ball, regular Abomasnow with Icy Wind. Shadow Abomasnow is not meant to be bulky, so it doesn't really pick up a lot with Icy Wind. That's my opinion though. And then the final battles that I will be showcasing is Victreebel against Clodsire. In my video, I also will be talking about a break and bulk point on Clodsire, but you need like ridiculous stats on Victreebel, like extremely high defense or extremely high attack. I have a pretty defensive weighted Victreebel though, so I might be having something like that. Now, this is awkward. It's an Air/Mandibuzz, so this matchup is not even remotely as good as you'd like to be. But I'm also sending out my Clodsire answer into this battle, so that makes this very awkward. Let's see, it's now 5 Air/, and then 4 for the Area Ace, because Area Ace is now 40 damage, or sorry, 40 energy, and they actually shield that. Super annoying. I'm not sure if I can get to another one without shielding, so I will shield this up. Area Ace doesn't do a lot of damage, but I just want to get either switch or get rid of this. Gonna go for charge attack priority there. They shield this, that's fine. I'm gonna let it go. Go for the Turtonator sweep. They actually do end up shielding. You don't see it, but game buggy, so. It didn't do any damage, and it was charge priority, so that's why you don't see it. His defense is double dropped, so I think I can just farm this all the way down. Do I shield this? I do. Only in areas, so kind of a waste. In the back is a Wigglytuff. Now, I am a fire type, but I'm also dragon, so this matchup is not that great, but this shields down. Ooh, that's delicious. I'm gonna farm to another attack, then farm out with the Victreebel. But I only realized afterwards, Mandibuzz is still there. If he goes into the Clodsire now, though, I can get 2 off probably, because I don't think I faint in 1 Mud Shot. The Mandibuzz would faint to 1 Leaf Blade, so I would always get these some Leaf Blades off. I already have an attack loaded on the Turtonator, so I should be very, very fine here, I think. See another Leaf Blade. I'm just gonna go for the Dragon Pulse. The Mandibuzz has like no energy, and I should be able to just incinerate that down at this point. Dragon Pulse will knock it out. Don't want to debuff myself there, so not going for the Overheat, and that will win me another battle. So that was my showcase. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video.